Well, hello there. So today I have found an amazing workplace, and I want to bring it to all of you. We are at the Queen City Collective, and I have got Christina Carlson with me. And this, you're going to find this at 2054 Broad Street, just up the stairs. And when we first walked in, we could smell this amazing food. We're going to bring that to you because that's really cool about this place. So, Christina, first off, what is the Queen City Collective?
The Queen City Collective is a co-working space in downtown Regina. So it's a membership-based space for freelancers, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, anyone who works from home but is missing the community piece of the entrepreneur journey, I guess, to come get a membership and find this place to work. It's a professional space where you can meet your clients and as well get some really good work done.
Yeah, I think it's really important because, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur at home with my own company, and it would be nice to come to a place like, I mean, I live out of town, but to come to a place like this. Why did you start it? Why is it so important to have a co-working space like this?
Yeah, well, I am a business management consultant myself, and I was finding that as much as it was nice to have that autonomy to work from home and to work on my own and pick my own projects and set my own hours, I was missing the day-to-day interactions with people. And it's great to have clients that you can go on site to and have those meetings with, but then at the end of the day when you go home and you're staring at your laundry and the dishes and all the other stuff in the house, or your cat's jumping on your computer, what have you, it gets tough. So the most likely default that a lot of people use is they'll go sit at a coffee shop or another public spot where it's noisy or you're fighting over that one outlet in the store kind of thing, right? And I was doing that a lot. And what happened, one of my clients actually had this space and they weren't using this front half. And I ended up sort of squatting here in exchange for some project work I was doing with them for a few months. And I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the atmosphere and the connectivity and just having people to bounce some ideas off of. And I knew co-working existed because these spots, I'd use them as I traveled throughout North America for my consulting work. And we were missing it here. So I thought, well, I can't be the only one. So I asked a few people around if they would be interested in doing something like this with me and joining me in this space. And I had enough people that we had taken over this piece of the lease as a sublease, and then eventually expanded and took over the whole thing. So.
And what I love is not only do you have this open space where people can come, but you actually have some private spaces. Tell us a little bit about that. Like how can I use those?
Yeah, so it's a mix between, so we keep things membership-based because then you can still have a home-based business for tax purposes and everything else, right? This is just an extra expense for your business. So we have open membership space where you can come, grab a seat, sit where you want, come and go as you please. It's 24/7 access. We have a punch card system where you can come and use it 10 times in a month if you don't feel like you're going to be using it more than that. And then we have private offices. So private office is your space, your footprint. You bring your things, you leave it in there. There's a key if you want to lock the door, although most people here don't. And it allows you to have your own private office as part of our bigger office. We also have a boardroom, and the boardroom is a place for you to meet clients, to have one-on-one calls. We have BNI and a few other organizations that use it for their training and their meetings, so it works out really well.
You had mentioned that you first found out about these when you were traveling around. So if someone is traveling around, can they just come in and they go, you know what, I got a big meeting, and I need a boardroom or a space just a day. Can they do that?
Yes, absolutely. So we opened our boardroom bookings out to the public so they can rent it by the hour or the day. And then because of the cafe, we have online catering and coffee and things for them to utilize as well, which makes it really easy. The other piece of it is there's a website called coworker.com, and it's kind of like Airbnb but for co-working spaces. So we're registered on there as well. That's one of the only places you can get a free day pass. But if you go onto that website, you can type in any city you're in, and it'll bring up the co-working spaces in that community. So it's really nice because it allows us to collaborate with other co-working spaces, and there's quite a big community that we're part of now as part of Canada because of it. So.
Wow, I love it. So I know that, you've got some great windows here and the sun's shining in. And I know that sometimes, what I love working at home is I can walk out on my deck and sometimes just work outside. Do you have that option here when the weather gets warmer? Can we get outside and work? Or I only see a sort of a closed space, but what do you have?
Well, we have a deck out in the back with a picnic table. So if you really need to go get some rays, you can go out there. But a really great program that we've started with the Regina Downtown Business Improvement District is called Work Outside the Box. So twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., we have a wedge booked out in the Victoria Park. So it's right on the corner across from the library where they're building their new pavilion, and we're going to be there with furniture, with desks. They're going to have Wi-Fi amplified out there. They're going to be bringing food trucks in on Thursdays. So it's going to be a great opportunity to do some networking. We're going to have some Q&As with experts. It's a really great place to get outside and work.
It sounds super fun. Now, I can smell something amazing. Tell us a little bit about, because I mean, you come to some of these places. I've never been to one, but do you get food at all of them, or is this something really, this Recharge Cafe, is this new, or is everyone has something like this?
Recharge Cafe is about almost 5 years old now. So they've been here downtown providing vegan options for downtown people for a while. It's a great asset to have them. This isn't something that's normally included in a lot of co-working spaces. It's actually pretty special that we have that opportunity to have them here. And I really believe that you are the biggest asset to your business. So if you don't take care of you, you can have the best strategies and the best products and the best sales in the world. But if you're not taking care of yourself, then you put yourself at risk and your business at risk. So it's really nice to have them here to take care of us with healthy options, from scratch food. It's made with love, so it just tastes that much better.
All right. Well, let's go meet them and find out what Recharge Cafe is all about. So as I walked into the Queen City Collective, I could smell something. And at the top of the stairs, I find Dave and I find Jen at the Recharge Cafe. And absolutely love what I see here. Looks like some fresh stuff there, Dave.
Yeah, we've got some beautiful local cucumbers from Floating Gardens. So we're starting to see Saskatchewan produce some of that wonderful local product we love using in our plant-based food. We really love making healthy food that tastes great.
Well, what I love is, I mean, you're part of Queen City Collective, and I mean, those people can come and order their food. But what I understand is you've got some stuff in the freezer, but you're cooking one meal here. Is that about right? So, or how does this work?
Every day we cook bistro food. So every day we cook about 4 to as many as maybe 10 dishes. We have clients that come in that are working downtown, that maybe live downtown, and then other clients just seek us out because they need nutrition and healthy nutrition in their life.
I do. I love it because, I mean, if I was either on lunch and I just want to grab something quick, I'm thinking I could come here. You're right downtown, so go for a walk as well. But even on my way home after work, so what are your hours?
We're open until 6 o'clock at night, and in the mornings we open at 9:30. So you can pop in for an early morning coffee. You can swing by after work if you're not sure what your dinner plans are. That way the whole family gets something good to eat before you head out to soccer practice or swimming lessons or whatever on the schedule next.
What is on the schedule? See, I can't even remember what's on the schedule. It's so busy. So what kind of food can we expect? You know, is it all clean? Is it vegan? Or what can we expect?
It's all vegan. It's all soy-free. It's all gluten-free. We wanted to make it as accessible to everybody as possible. So that was the concept. The other thing is we make soups, we make stews, we make curries, we make rice dishes, we make cold salads, we make sometimes a warm potato salad. We like to just explore lots of different cuisines and different flavor profiles because you get sick of eating the same thing over and over again. So part of being able to adhere to a healthy lifestyle and a healthy, I guess, way of eating is to be able to have that variation. And what we look at is density of nutrition and spectrum of nutrition. So as long as you're fitting in a little bit of everything, usually you feel better.
Yeah. So what if people, I mean, do you have a catering menu? Like, can people sort of order for a group?
We do. We have a catering menu. It's kind of secret. We haven't shared it with a lot of folks, but if you inquire, we'll be happy to share it. And then other things are just create them custom. So what we do is we talk to people about their event. Perhaps some of their clients will have a specific, or their guests will have a specific idea in mind maybe about what they want to eat. And then we just help work with them and we provide something that will fit their occasion. A good example would be a wedding. Oftentimes we won't do all the food for the wedding, but we have a lot of brides out there that are now vegan or vegetarian. So we like to supply a lot of the food that they'll be eating and maybe some other guests.
I love it. Even for people who want to consider vegan or vegetarian, this is a great place to start and just see how good it is. Because I think people are scared going, oh, is it going to taste good? Do I get all my proteins and everything?
It's that, and they may not know how to create some of this food. So for a lot of people, it's kind of a gateway to say, yes, this is something that I can fit into my lifestyle, and yes, my kids are going to be comfortable eating this, and even, yeah, my husband can have this and feel good about eating a vegetarian chili.
All right. Well, I absolutely love the kitchen. They are so amazing. And you know what I didn't realize, Christina, was when they said just they're open to the public. They have baskets. Like, this is crazy. So what I want you to just remind everyone is, how can we get involved as an entrepreneur who doesn't have any office space, a public office space? How do I get in touch with you? And well, how do I get in touch with you?
Yeah. So the best way, you can email me, work@queencitycollective.ca. Our website, queencitycollective.ca as well. You can check out everything on there, or you can come by. We always offer people a free day if they just want to come and try and work and see if it's a fit for them before they have to commit to anything. So come by, have a coffee, bring your stuff, and see if it fits for you.
I love it. Thank you so much for just opening it up to us today.